Scientists wanted to see if dogs actually love their owners, or if we're just getting scammed for free food. To find out...
Scammed for free food? What's good, y'all? Welcome back to Lit Fam. Dang. Now today, bro, we're gonna be watching this channel called Baseplate. Now I saw this one comment that said, hey, Lev, react to Baseplate. It's a different type of rants where it's more educational, and that caught my eye right away, bro, because as you guys know, I love reacting to anything educational, you know what I'm saying, to work the brain a little bit. So shout out Baseplate. Make sure you guys go subscribe if you guys like videos and everything. And without further ado, make sure you grab your popcorn. Let's see. All right, first one, third man factor.
If you are ever completely alone and about...
Oh, so basically me. Damn, this is why you guys want me to watch this, bro? What the hell is this?
If you are ever completely alone and about to die, someone will come to help you. It's called the third man factor, and it is one of the most terrifying but amazing survival mysteries on Earth. For decades, mountain climbers, shipwreck survivors, and explorers who are pushed to the absolute edge of death report the exact same thing. A mysterious, unseen presence suddenly joins them. People stranded in the snow say they feel a shadow walking right beside them, offering them advice, keeping them awake, and guiding them to safety. But the second they are rescued, the presence vanishes completely. Scientists have no idea why this happens. Some think it's a guardian angel, while others think your dying brain splits its consciousness in half, creating an imaginary friend just to force your body to survive.
Yeah, I could believe either, but the thing that I'm most likely gonna defer to is just the fact that when you're in high stress situations and you feel like you're on the brink of death, or you're just in severe pain, I feel like your brain just kind of goes into overdrive to where it starts maybe getting into a hallucination phase where you just kind of, you think that you see things, but it's really just your mind just working overdrive and trying to figure out what the hell to do. Is super stress, your cortisol's up and everything, and yeah, you just feel like you hear stuff, you feel like you see things, but it's just really your inner self kind of telling you, hey, do this or don't do this, or like, oh, I'm gonna help you or whatever. But I don't know, chat, what do you guys believe in, bro? Like, I definitely believe in a higher being and stuff, but I'm also just very real when it comes to situations. So yeah, like I said, with the third man factor, I feel like that's just your own body, your own consciousness kind of telling you what to do, or leading you into, you know, the best situations that could possibly happen for you. And yeah, that can maybe feel like you're talking to someone, feel like someone's really there with you when it's just your own mind, you know? I think we can all agree that these types of Roblox animation videos are better than those tower rants. Yeah, I like the tower rants though, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes the tower rants be funny as hell, bro, and super relatable, so I don't have nothing against them. But yeah, this is technically more valuable, I guess you could say. What happens after you die?
Scientists accidentally discovered what happens inside your brain when you die, and the answer is kind of beautiful. In 2016, an elderly patient passed away during a brain scan, and because the machine was still recording, doctors captured the first ever footage of a dying human brain.
Yo, wait, that's actually so insane, bro. Holy, so they literally passed away during the brain scan? I hope it had nothing to do with the scan itself, because that would be catastrophic. But literally seeing someone die in real time gotta be the craziest experience ever, bro. I mean, I know like a lot of people have seen people die, but I'm talking about literally in a scan to where you can see anything going on inside of their body. Like, I've never heard of that.
And because the machine was still recording, doctors captured the first ever footage of a dying human brain. What they saw is actually mind-blowing. For 30 seconds,
no pun intended, right?
After his heart stopped, his brain didn't shut down. It sent out a final massive burst of activity. But here's the crazy part. These weren't random signals. They were gamma oscillations, the exact same brain waves that fire when you're dreaming or recalling deep memories. This basically confirms the oldest theory in existence. Your life really does flash before your eyes. It suggests that in our final moments, we aren't suffering. We are replaying our greatest hits, your first love, your childhood, viewing the highlight reel of your life one last time.
Yo, the freaking get out sound at the end just ruins the vibe, bro. Anyways, bro, yeah, I kind of always thought, I don't like thinking about death, chat. I mean, it's kind of like a really touchy subject for me because, I mean, nobody just wants to die, you know? But at the end of the day, we're not immortal, and, you know, we all have our days and stuff that we're gonna go. Hopefully, we all live long, prosperous lives. But, you know, yeah, I always kind of think about this, like, what really happens, you know, when people pass away and stuff. And yeah, it makes sense that you just kind of think it's like you're dreaming, but kind of forever. Like, that's how I view how death would possibly be, you know? Basically, the credits at the end of a movie. Yeah, so yeah, it could be a bunch of happy memories, but what if it's a bunch of bad memories too? I don't know. It could be possible. It go both ways, but you know, hopefully it is like this, where it's just you remember all your great memories, all the best things that happened in your life or that could have happened and stuff, and you just rest in peace, man. By the way, this happens because your brain is searching for a way to help you, hence it starts observing every memory to look for a way to save you. Yeah, I would understand that. Shit fry me. Why'd the brain create a hollow Okay, bro. Yo, this is not juice. Your first love kind of sounds like a nightmare. Yeah, I don't know. Some people's first love was not a good thing, bro. I mean, probably most people, like, they probably don't want to remember that. What is Point Nemo?
Isn't it crazy that on one side of Earth, there's literally no land? It looks like a massive water planet. This is Point Nemo, the most isolated spot in the world, and it's honestly terrifying. If you were stuck here on a boat, the closest humans to you wouldn't be on land. They'd be the astronauts on the International Space Station.
That's actually insane, like, point of view right there, chat. I need you guys to soak this in. No pun intended, because he's in water, but no, like, literally, he said if you're in these waters, the closest humans to you are not on land. They're literally in space. So, you know, obviously, you could think about how far space is and the astronauts that are up there, or when they go up there, and think about how vast of a distance that is, which shows you how far away you are from fucking land humans. That's insane to me, bro.
Station orbiting just 250 miles above you. The next closest people are on Easter Island, which is over 1,600 miles away. But it gets weirder. This is the exact location where the bloop was recorded. A massive mystery sound that once shook the entire Pacific.
Yeah, it would make sense that if it was real, it would be in this type of ocean where it's just nothing around. It's just this whole territory.
While skeptics say it was just ice, these are the same coordinates of the lost city where Lovecraft said Cthulhu is imprisoned. So, was the bloop actually a monster? Something massive is down there in the dark just waking up, and we are just floating on the surface like fish.
Hey, I wouldn't put it past anyone, bro. I wouldn't put it past anyone that shit's real, bro. I mean, like I said, we haven't discovered nothing of the ocean compared to what's actually down there, how deep it is. So we will never know. I mean, we could say it's a myth all day, but one day we might see the bloop and take a poop. Because how fucking shitly scared we are. You know what I'm saying? Who put the red floating thing there? Who also remember that one song about Point Nemo? No, I don't remember a song. Don't forget the intense waves. Oh yeah, I feel like the storms here would go absolutely ballistic. The alien vision.
One of the most insane things I learned.
Yo, this guy's face is killing me, bro. Like, we're trying to learn. He's all like...
Same things I learned is that if aliens are out there, from their perspective, Earth literally hasn't even formed yet. We've been blasting radio signals since 1974, basically screaming, "We're here!" into the void. But those signals have only traveled about 200 light years. In a galaxy this massive, that's barely an inch. If aliens are living just 80 light years away and look our way, they don't see us. They see World War II still happening in real time. If they're 65 million light years out, they aren't seeing cities or technology.
That's, oh my god, this is always so fucking crazy for me to think about. The light years that it is that other planets can see compared to us. They literally see World War II or anything before that, and that's what's going on currently in their minds, like if they ever were to look towards us. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's insane to think about, chat. Just think about that. Like, we're in 2026, bro. 2026. Next year we'll be in 2027. Okay, sorry. That didn't work for the meme. Anyway, chat, you get the point, bro. This is crazy.
Cities or technology. They're watching dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs.
But here's the kicker. The universe is...
Yeah, basically when I was born, the dinosaurs.
But here's the kicker. The universe is 93 billion light years across. This means for 95% of the places life could be hiding, Earth is still just empty space.
Empty space.
We aren't being ignored by some advanced civilization.
Wow.
Or galactic empire. To the rest of the universe, we just haven't spawned in yet.
Yup. Yo, we're lacking our spawn points, bro. The hell's going on, bruh? We're supposed to be the superior planet. This is a different type of answer theory, but what if we're the last civilization? What if we are? We'll never know, bro. No, I honestly believe that there's absolutely no way that aliens don't exist, and it doesn't have to be necessarily aliens. I mean, that's what you refer to anything that's not on Earth, but just different forms of life. They have to exist in other planets, in other parts of the galaxy that we haven't discovered, or even that we did discover. We can't really go and do a voyage there. Like, there has to be something, bro. There's no way this universe is so fucking huge and we're the only ones, bro. Like, we're a speck, barely a speck in the whole fucking galaxy. It is just, yeah, there's absolutely no way we're the only ones. You got to be naive to believe that, you know what I'm saying? And like he said, the other things could not communicate with us, because that's a lot of points that people bring up is, well, if there's aliens, why haven't they visited us? Why haven't we seen nothing? Blah, blah, blah. Well, it kind of just explained it, bro. I mean, light years, billions, millions, whatever, and they haven't seen no type of signal or nothing. To them, like, we probably don't even exist. They probably think they're the only things that exist in the universe. So you got to think of it from that perspective too. Crab bucket mentality.
Your own friends might subconsciously want you to fail. It sounds toxic, but it's a terrifyingly real psychological trap called the crab bucket mentality. If you put a single crab in a bucket, it will easily climb out and escape. But drop a group of crabs in that exact same bucket and none of them will ever make it out. Why? Because the second one crab reaches the top and tries to break free, the others will literally reach up and drag it right back down into the pile.
Wait, is that a real thing, bro? Crabs really haters like that? That's actually insane. Wait, hold on. I gotta search this up now. Yes, the crab bucket or crab mentality is a real phenomenon, primarily as a metaphor for human behavior where individuals sabotage others' success to keep them in a bucket or share failure. While based on anecdotal, often exaggerated observation of crabs in a container, it accurately describes social dynamics. So it is a metaphor, but it says in reality, crabs in a confined space will grab at each other when trying to climb up, essentially acting on survival instincts, which results in keeping each other from escaping. Damn, bro. Yeah, I wonder if they just know exactly what they're doing, or is it just like it said, just some sort of survival instinct, like, oh my gosh, like, come down here, like, we're trying to save you, don't go out there, you know? Like, it could be both ways. It could be they're trying to protect, or they're being straight up haters, bro. I don't know. What do you guys think?
The others will literally reach up and drag it right back down into the pile. And the crazy part is, humans do the exact same thing. The second you start working out, studying hard, or actually chasing a massive goal, the people who are stuck in life will start to panic. They will actively try to sabotage you and drag you back down to their level just so your success doesn't make them feel bad about themselves.
Wow.
If you want to escape the bucket, you have to be careful who you're climbing with.
Oh my gosh. Wait, I didn't think we were gonna get deep and real in this video. I love this. I love this because this is so fucking facts, bro. Like, literally, people will try to bring you down and it'd be the closest people to you, chat. You know what I'm saying? That's why you gotta really be careful who you keep around. And I know, like, family's family and everything, but at the same time, chat, you gotta keep your peace and you gotta keep your eyes on the goal, and anything that gets in the way of that, including your own family, has got to go, bro. It's got to go, because at the end of the day, you got one life. So how you gonna let anybody that's trying to get in your way stop you from what you're trying to do? And this goes for doing things even on the internet or just in life, bro. Like, haters don't just exist on the internet. It's loud on the internet, but they exist in real life too, bro. When you get jobs and stuff, you get promotions, colleagues and coworkers could get jealous and, you know, wonder why it's not them instead of you. And instead of working hard and figuring out what the fuck they got to do to get to where you are, they rather hate on you and shit on you, because that's the easy thing to do in life, is to shit on people. You know what I'm saying? So people online, they go online and they hate on people. Oh, this guy shouldn't be successful, he shouldn't be doing this. I mean, I get comments, stupid comments all the time about people complaining about me. Well, dude, do it, replicate, and get success yourself, and you won't be so fucking miserable. Like, deadass. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a simple concept to me that I don't understand, that why people don't understand that, you know? So it's just a good lesson to just not give a fuck about what people say, what people have opinions about you, bro. Don't give a fuck about that shit. At the end of the day, your confidence in yourself is way more valuable than anybody's stupid ass opinions, because most people that have strong opinions or try to bring you down or try to take you off your path or whatever, they're most likely just not satisfied in their life. They feel like they're lost or whatever, and that's fine. Everybody has their points in life, not making fun of everybody whatsoever, but it's just the point of, like, if you are trying to achieve a goal and you're working hard and you're doing everything for it, and somebody's trying to bring you down in any way, they don't need to be around you, bro. That's a fact, bro. Get them the fuck out of your life. Like, do whatever you got to do to keep your eyes on the path. And the people that support you and shit, keep them with you. You know what I'm saying? The people that actually love and appreciate what you do and stuff and see your vision, keep them around, you know? But at the end of the day, like I always tell myself, like, you only got yourself, bro. So why the fuck you give a fuck about anybody? Anybody, what they think, what they comment, what they say, fuck all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, you're yourself. You know who you are. So fuck what anybody says. Facts. And don't ever let nobody take you out your path, bro. Sorry for the yap, but I had to get that motivation, bro, because I feel like a lot of people need that shit, especially nowadays with social media and everything. You know, you just get caught up in what people say, what people think and shit, and it's not real life, bro. Real life is what you do and your actions that you take, and how you know you are as a person, bro. Like, not any strangers online or strangers in real life or even family that think any otherwise of you. The endless stairs.
Imagine you woke up on a stair in the middle of the sky. No warning, just you stranded on an endless staircase so high you can't even see the ground. You try climbing down, but it's just endless open air.
That would be so freaking scary, bro. First of all, I don't know how you would breathe up here.
So high you can't even see the ground.
Oh, hell no.
Down, but it's just endless open air.
Yeah, me with asthma, I'm going out quickly.
Try climbing up, but the steps stretch into infinity. Panic sets in because
what?
This is literally impossible. Your brain tells you it must be a bizarre dream. That
definitely.
All you have to do is jump off the edge to wake yourself up, right?
Oh, no.
Terrifying twist. It feels way too real. If you jump and you're wrong, it's over. Hours turn into days, and your body is completely exhausted. You're terrified that if you finally close your eyes to sleep, you'll lose your balance and fall by accident. There is no other way out, and your time is rapidly running out. If you were actually trapped here, what would you do?
I mean, I don't know what else to do other than just to keep trying to go down. No matter how distorted your mind is, you just got to keep going down. I mean, what is the other option? Like you said, you jump, you're taking that risk that is real life for a dream. I don't even think in a dream I would do that, bro. Because usually in dreams, I feel like you kind of think of it as real life almost. Like, sometimes dreams are so crazy, you just know it's a dream. You just want to wake yourself up, but it's not all the time, bro. That should be feeling real as fuck sometimes. I jump off. Heaven sounds 1,000 times better than being alone for my entire life. Hey, yeah, that makes sense. I would roll down the stairs. Low-key, that's not a bad strat, bro. That's not a bad strat. I would probably do that too. There are several possibilities. If I can still feel myself being pulled downwards, gravity, which means there is a body of mass present beneath me, I would continue to walk downwards as gravity is not possible without a body of mass. That's facts. Okay. If I feel weightless, but I'm still able to breathe, I would jump down assuming I'm in the atmosphere, but since there's no gravity, I would not undergo any acceleration and go down at a defined speed in hope of eventually finding ground. Okay. But how do you like, I mean, you could feel weightless without, you know what I'm saying? You could feel light without actually being weightless. So how do you definitively know that? But I get his point though, if that's the case. Place a marker, a piece of your clothing, or even distinct scratch on the ground and walk upwards. If you find the mark you placed it's probably because the stairs are a loop between 2 points and just keep switching me from one point to another when I pass a point. In this case, the stairs are truly not infinite. However, climbing down or going up would be theoretically impossible. In this case, the wisest option is to jump down and hope the staircase isn't too high. Starvation and dehydration is much painful than a fall from a height. Okay. I like that one. If above somehow doesn't work, try jumping on the stairs without any support. It's almost impossible for stairs to remain stable. Most likely it will start vibrating. The stronger the vibrations, the further you are from the bottom. Yep. I already thought of that. Like when he said about the vibrations, I'm like, yeah, the farther it is, the more, the stronger the vibration is, the further it is from like its origin point. Doing this, however, proves that there's a bottom and an end to the staircase. Yep. That also proves two things. That proves how far you are from the bottom and that there is a bottom in the first place. So if there's no vibration, then you're kind of cooked. I'm not gonna lie. How to lucid dream tonight. Oh my gosh, chat. I remember used to watching YouTube videos on how to lucid dream because I was like scared of having nightmares. So I'm like, how do I have good dreams?
Lucid dreaming is the closest thing that any of us will ever have to superpowers. It lets you wake up inside your mind and fully control your dreams.
Nah, that's facts.
People never experience it, or they wake up the second they realize it's happening. Here is the blueprint to hack your sleep tonight.
Oh my gosh, yo. You know what's the worst thing, bro? I feel like in the best dreams that you about to have, right? Like one time I remember vividly when I was a kid or something, I had a Spider-Man dream, and I think I like literally got bit by a spider, just like the freaking movie, right? And I'm like getting ready, I'm training, I'm climbing up walls and shit, and then right as I'm about to actually web swing, bro, I fucking wake up and I have to pee. And then, yo, I know I'm not the only one that you try to go back to sleep and have the same dream. It never happens, bro. It never happens, dude.
First, set an alarm 5 hours into your sleep to interrupt your dream cycle. Stay awake for 30 minutes to make your brain active. Then go back to bed repeating, I will remember I'm dreaming. During the day, constantly ask yourself if you're dreaming. This trains your brain to do the exact same thing once you are in the dream world. Finally, keep a journal by your bed. The exact second you wake up, write down everything you remember to force your brain to recognize dream patterns. Master this, and sleep stops being random. You'll be stepping into a world where you make the rules.
I don't know if that's possible. I mean, every time I wake up, like I only remember some dreams. Most dreams I do not remember. And honestly, as I'm getting older, I don't have that many dreams, to be honest, now that I think about it. I wonder if that has something to do with adolescence, like having more lucid dreams or just dreams in general, nightmares and stuff compared to when you're older. I wonder, there has to be a study on that. Even my science teacher is scared of this man. Lucid dreaming is the closest thing anyone will be to getting a girlfriend. Yeah, that's probably true. I'm not gonna lie. Gooners, when they figure out you can spawn anyone and control. Oh, okay, buddy. Yo, get y'all freak asses on, man. Chat, if you ever lucid dream, let me know, bro. The odds of your existence.
I don't think you understand how rare your existence actually is, because
That's
you being
facts.
alive right now is pretty much statistically impossible. Over 100 billion people have lived on Earth, but that number is a complete joke compared to how many could have ever lived. If you calculate all possible...
Like, imagine all the little spermies just traveling the world, bro. It'll be like 1,000 billion, trillion, gillion.
Possible human DNA combinations. The number is so astronomically huge, you couldn't even read it. Yet out of nearly infinite genetic versions, you were the one born.
Facts.
It's crazier. Factor in thousands.
You were the one spermie, bro, that swam to the egg. Yo, freak ass. Yo, freak ass swam to the egg. I just realized that. And then you combine with it. Oh, hell no. I would just spawn here from Call of Duty.
Thousands of years of your ancestors' history. Every random encounter, every single life choice. If just one ancestor was 5 minutes late to meet that specific person or made the tiniest different decision, the chain breaks. You would never exist. The odds of your exact happening are so unfathomably low.
Oh my God.
Logic, making your life one of the rarest things in the entire universe.
And that's why everybody's life is worth it, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, just be grateful. Be grateful to even be here. Now, I know everybody's situation is different and everything. And trust me, I've been through those days where it's like, dude, like, oh my gosh, like, why am I here? Why are things happening and stuff? But at the end of the day, we are super blessed to be here and exist and everything. And it's so facts. Like, literally any decision could have changed the outcome, whether you were here or not, bro. Like, your parents meeting each other at a certain point in time. I mean, imagine if, you know, if your parents met at work or something and your mom, like, didn't work there or worked there and then just wasn't interested in your dad or something, and like it could have went completely different, and now you're not here, bro. And it's not like, I know a lot of people think like, oh well, if my mom just went with a different person, then I would be taller or I would be more athletic or blah blah blah, like saying stupid jokes like that. But dude, like, you're not gonna be yourself if you don't have your specific dad, your specific mom, bro. Like the genetic conclusion is not going to be the same just because it's a different person. Like it's so many possibilities, you know? So yeah, be grateful you're here basically. Do dogs actually love us?
Scientists wanted to see if dogs actually love their owners or if we're just getting scammed for free food. To find out...
Scam for free food?
To find out, researchers pulled off something wild. They trained 80 fully awake dogs to lie...
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm low-key like wanting to get a dog. It's just such a commitment, you know, to take care of it and do everything. And I don't ever want to be any type of neglectful owner. So that's the reason I haven't gotten now, because I feel like I'm just super busy right now. But eventually I do want to get a dog. Let me know your guys' recommendations, bro. The only exclusion that I would say is any type of aggressive dog. I like pit bulls, but I don't really feel like taking that risk at all. Just anything that's super aggressive, definitely not. But yeah, what do you guys recommend? And also something that doesn't shed like absolute crazy.
Researchers pulled off something wild. They trained 80 fully awake dogs to lie perfectly still inside an active MRI machine just to scan their brains in real time. Then came the ultimate test. They gave the dogs two specific scents, a total stranger and their owner. Bro, the results are actually emotional. When the dogs smelled their humans, a specific part of their brain instantly lit up. If you compare that to a human brain, it is the exact same area that activates when we are deeply in love with someone. But it gets even crazier. They also found that when a dog simply locks eyes with you, their body releases oxytocin. This
nigga bussin'? Oh hell no, I don't want a dog now, bro.
The literal love chemical. So
oh hell no.
They aren't just begging for treats, they are chemically bonding with you.
Get your freak ass on, dog. No, I'm just kidding. No, I really love dogs though, chat. I remember having some when I was young and everything. Every one of them passed away, I'm not gonna lie. But I was younger and couldn't really build a bond like I feel like I could now in my older age and stuff. But yeah, I absolutely love dogs though. And they're such a good animal to have. I feel like cats are too, bro, but I just always been a dog person. So I definitely want one. And I do believe that they do have feelings and emotions and stuff because, I mean, just the way they act, especially ones that are super protective. You literally see videos of them like protecting a child or whatever and just, you know, doing all that. So how could they not have emotions if they're able to do certain things like that? Or, you know, when you get home and they're jumping, they're happy, you know, they weren't like that when you weren't there. So that always makes sense to me that they do have some type of chemical bonding in general with their owners. The spotlight effect.
Nobody actually cares about you as much as you think they do. And that's a good thing. Have you ever tripped in public or worn an ugly shirt and felt like the entire world was staring? That's the spotlight effect. Your brain tricks you into thinking you're the main character of reality, making you believe everyone is hyper-analyzing your every move. To prove this is a lie, psychologists made a student walk into a crowded room wearing a painfully embarrassing t-shirt. The student was convinced every single person noticed and was secretly judging them. In reality, less than 20% of the room even glanced at it. Think about it. Do you remember a single embarrassing thing a stranger did yesterday?
Now, I ain't gonna lie about the shirt thing, bro. If I see an old ass man walking there with some like little ass anime girl with her booty out and shit, my nigga, I'm looking at you like these. And I might even give you, get your freak ass on, man. But yeah, if you're just wearing a shirt that's like, you know, you're embarrassed because it's a Roblox shirt or some fucking anime that you like, it's just some regular stuff that you may think is corny or nerdy or something. Like, dude, nobody gives a shit about that, bro.
In reality, less than 20% of the room even glanced at it. Do you remember a single embarrassing thing a stranger did yesterday? Exactly. The hard truth is humans are way too obsessed with their own insecurities to care about yours. Stop being afraid of judgment. Everyone else is too busy judging themselves.
That's facts though. Like, that's something I feel like we all struggle with in some sense. I struggle with it. I mean, I'm anxious in public already just naturally. So yeah, I don't like even feeling like there's any type of spotlight on myself, bro. I actually get kind of frustrated when I'm like with someone that causes some type of scene or just does something where it kind of causes people to like divert their attention towards me, and I'm just like, bro, just chill. I just chill, man. But yeah, at the end of the day, when it just comes to yourself and things that you do or want to do and stuff, you can't really like care about things. It kind of ties into the earlier rant that I had about you just can't care about what people think or say or whatever, because I mean, at the end of the day, everybody has their own lives and stuff, and most of the time people don't even give a fuck. Like, you're thinking about it way too much, and most people are not even worried about you at all. You know, so you just gotta go through life like that, you know. Easier said than done, but definitely doable. The bamboo tree lesson.
If you plant a Chinese bamboo tree, you'll...
Dang, I've been almost 30 minutes in. I'm addicted to this channel.
You'll see absolutely nothing for the first 4 years. 365 days, zero growth. You're out there every day hauling water, staring at dead dirt.
Dude, what the heck? If I put in grow a garden, that shit growing in like 1 hour. What you mean?
Neighbors laugh, saying you're watering a grave. They point at nearby trees and say, now that's real growth. By year 3, you start to doubt yourself. Is the seed rotten? This is the exact moment 99% of people quit, but they have no idea what's happening underground. That bamboo isn't dead. It's growing a massive root system in the dark, stretching hundreds of feet to handle the insane weight that's coming. Then, year 5...
That makes sense. So this literally, it's not like a regular little plant or whatever where it's just, it grows one root and then just grows and blossoms into a flower or something. It literally grows a whole fucking pretty much ecosystem system for the bamboo, and like I said, to hold the weight of it so that it can grow massive and like multiple instead of just one little thing.
That's coming. Then year 5 hits and the miracle explodes. It shoots up an unbelievable 80 feet in just 6 weeks. Bro, that's not some random overnight success. That's 4 years of pent-up ambition
4
detonating all
years?
at once. Remember, the growth that matters most is the kind you can't see.
Bro, oh my gosh, that he just ended off with a crazy quote, and we're gonna end here, chat, because I'm gonna get addicted and watch the whole damn channel at this point. But dude, that's a great quote. The growth that matters most is the kind you can't see, bro. You know what I'm saying? When most people get successful and stuff, and people look at them and they just say like, oh dang, like you just became successful overnight, or just did this and did that. And what they don't know is all the work that got put into it. You know what I'm saying? All the effort, you know, the sleepless nights and shit. And they get there, and yeah, it may look like shit is easy or whatever, but it's really not. It hasn't been. The journey is what matters more than the actual destination. If that makes sense. You know, the work you put in, you know, that's the grind. Like when you work out, you're trying to lose weight and trying to get in your best shape, bro. Like people, they don't see the work you put in. That every single day you went to the gym, you grinded, even when you don't feel like it, you still went. You know what I'm saying? You follow your diet, you did everything, and then people just see the 6-pack and they're like, damn, that looks good, bro. Nice. But they don't know the work you put in, and most people can't put in that type of work or sustain this type of work ethic for longer periods of time. So yeah, chat. Sorry, the big old rants. You know what I'm saying? I really love this channel. I'm so glad you guys recommended this. Shout out to Baseplate. Make sure you guys go subscribe. This is actually genuinely good rants that you can, you know, get value from. So yeah, chat. Let me know what else you guys want to react to, and I'll see you guys in the next one, man. Peace.